Hi there, welcome back to In My Mama's Kitchen. I'm Jeff, and this is
Mama.
We're going to be doing something a little different today. We're going to be doing some meal prep and freezer meals.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of stuff we need to cook. Someone bought too many potatoes at the grocery store because I thought we were out. And got 6 1/4 pounds of ground beef here. So
We're going to make a lot of things with ground beef.
Yes.
We're going to make a meatloaf, probably goulash, maybe some spaghetti sauce. You're going to do a...
homemade hamburger helper.
Right.
And then the rest of the ground beef that we've got, we're going to just cook it up. And actually, we're going to cook most of the ground beef up, and then we'll portion it out for whatever we decide to use it on.
Oh, okay.
That way we can get that going. You can start on the meatloaf, and I'll start doing that.
Yeah, because I don't cook the meat for the meatloaf.
No,
Okay.
I'll do it in the oven.
Yeah, I don't. I don't saute it. Okay, cool.
All right, so you're starting with the meatloaf?
Yeah, I thought I'd do that.
Well, you can move stuff around.
That's a lot of beef. Where's the beef? There's the beef.
There's the beef. Now, normally what we do is, y'all seen it on our prior videos, we freezer pack it in 1 pound packages and do that way. We decided to do something a little different.
Yeah, we said, why do that when we'll just make everything up, and then all we have to do is defrost it, and we've got dinner.
Yep.
Right? So that's what we're going to do.
And I'm going to chop some onions.
Oh, yeah, I need onions. I need bell pepper.
That's in the bottom drawer.
Okay, look at that.
So I hope y'all are having a good day, and hope y'all like some of these meals. Guys, please like and subscribe and share. We're getting a lot of views. We're just not getting a lot of subscribers. And the more you subscribe, the more that helps our channel out.
Yeah, and you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want notifications, just turn them off. But it just helps us tremendously.
And it helps us get sponsors so we can
Yeah.
bring better things to you.
Yeah. Oh, the neighbor's dogs are singing their ceremony.
24/7.
Their ceremony. What?
They-
Symphony.
Symphony. I was going with it, woman.
Yeah, I know. Well, it didn't make a lot of sense. So. Okay.
So, what have y'all been cooking lately?
Who, us?
No, them.
Oh, them. Well, we need more. You know what I was thinking? Sometime we can do one where we just read off all the comments we've gotten.
Yeah.
Because we get some really good comments.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
I'm going to need these 2 burners to start on the meat.
Okay. This is not going to be easy doing
No, it's not.
different things. We probably should have done one at a time, but
No, that would take forever and a day.
yeah. What? I'm just going to get the meat for the meatloaf.
I was going to show you a secret.
Okay.
If you section it,
Yeah.
because it's 6 1/4 pounds,
Yeah. What?
like if you did it like this, and then you've got just a little over a pound per square. Because it's 6 pounds,
Okay.
so cut it into 6 even pieces.
That's a pound right there. Okay.
That's a pound right there.
Okay, that's perfect.
Now I'm going to take a pound
Well, I'm going to get this
and
before.
put it over there. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 pounds over here, and I'll divide it up after I cook it.
You're going to do what? Move it. Are we having fun yet?
Yes.
I can't stand all that.
I know. Wash the hands because that's raw meat.
Yep. Well, I just washed mine. I'm going to be digging into it. Fun. We've never done this before. This is interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is salt, pepper. Oh, and here's something I learned too. You do this, pepper comes right out. Who knew? Then I'm going to use some crushed red pepper. A little bit. A lot. some seasoned salt.
Those holes are bigger.
Yeah, they are. Seasoned salt. What do we got here? Onion powder.
You just leave all those open because I'm going to use them.
There's a lot of onion powder. And I have some regular onions to go in. Okay. And I see I'm wearing my cooking outfit again. Just happened to be, hey, you want to film today? Sure. This is what I'm wearing, so deal with it.
But you look pretty.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Well, thank you.
Now I'm just adding salt, pepper, seasoned salt, garlic powder, crushed red pepper, onion powder.
Did I have celery salt over there?
Yes, right there.
Oh, yeah, I need that because we don't have any celery. So I have to use some of that.
Guys, get one of these handy dandy meat choppers. They're great. You can shred cooked meat with them as well.
Oh, you mean like when you're doing chicken?
Uh-huh.
When you want to... And it says to shred it?
Yeah. Now, the easiest way to do it is to get a mixer with the 2 beater blades and just turn it on and run it through it. It just grinds it right up.
Or 2 forks.
Or 2 forks. But the fastest way, no fuss, no muss.
I need, while you're in there.
I don't know if I have enough potatoes.
Yeah, that's the problem. So which one of these meals are we having tonight?
Well, we can do some mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And potatoes do freeze well, but you've got to blanch them.
And explain what that means.
Blanch is when you're like par cooking them.
Explain, please.
I'm going to.
Okay.
You were so bossy today, woman. Now, we're just playing with each other.
Yes, we are.
Blanching is when you put them in boiling water for 3 to 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and then you take them out and you put them in cold water for 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Equal time. And
then what do you do with them?
then you let them completely cool, and then you put them in your vacuum sealer bags and put them in the freezer.
Oh. Okay. Now, I'm going to need an egg. Didn't do exactly as I normally do.
Now, after she gets the meatloaf mixed up, we're going to take a break and pause it, and we'll go ahead and get like potatoes peeled and chopped, and then we'll come back. But I just want to let you know what we're doing before we do it.
I need,
Breadcrumbs.
yes. That's something I need something.
Now, I'm trying to grab the breadcrumbs. And
Thank you. So, about that much. And I normally use, what do I do with it?
what?
I had a can out here. There it is. Stewed tomatoes. I normally use just like
Tomato sauce?
tomatoes. I can't think today. Tomato sauce. But since I'm going to use part of this for the goulash, I'm decided to use that in the
Oh, cool.
in there too.
Yeah, we're also making goulash.
Yeah. So kill 2 birds with 1
Oh,
stone.
hold on, Gimble's going nuts. Danger, Will Robinson. I'm just chopping this up and browning it, and then we'll portion it out.
Oh goodness.
Thank you, Thelma.
Yeah. Those are big stewed.
Yeah, we want to run it
Tomatoes.
through the.
Yeah, either that or use your little chopper to.
I don't know if that'll do it. Well, it's got raw meat on it.
Not if I wash it.
That'll need it for meat.
Okay, fine.
We'll be right back, Al. All right, so Mom is finishing up the meatloaf mixture. I added some chopped onions to the ground beef. And what's this little pan here for?
This little pan is here because we're going to take a little tiny bit of this meatloaf mixture and we're going to fry it up. And that way it'll tell us if our seasonings are correct, if it needs more salt, if it needs more pepper, because you can't really just try it any other way.
Now, if you've got a busy kitchen going on, like this, or if you've got children, or just oblivious people running through, take the handles on your pan and turn them.
Yes.
That way no one runs into it, hits it, and burns them.
Okay, here we go.
Now, a couple weeks ago, we made a meatloaf. And we had the idea, because after tasting the tester patty, because it gets caramelized and really good, so we tried making like meatloaf burgers. Or they were more like hamburger steaks.
Yeah. And they were good, but it wasn't meatloaf.
No, it wasn't meatloaf.
No. So we're going to see if there's... And you don't want to overwork your meat, too, because it'll make your...
Dense.
Yeah, make it dense. And you know what I think I want to do for fun? I'm going to add some cheese in it.
Okay. You want to add some jalapenos?
No, I think it's got plenty of stuff in there.
No, that's a mixture of cheddar and pepper jack.
That'll be good. Just adding a little bit.
Yeah.
My dearly departed hubby loved cheese in his... I had never heard of putting it in there, and he goes, "You eat cheeseburgers, don't you?" I went, "Well, yeah, but that's not a meatloaf." That's actually kind of good.
Now, the British, they put hard-boiled eggs in their meatloaf.
What?
Yeah, it's like they'll put some of the meat down, then they'll dig a little trench, and they'll put peeled hard-boiled eggs, line them up in there, and then they'll put meat on top.
Oh, that's kind of like a shepherd's pie type thing, right?
No. Shepherd's pie.
I know it has meat and mashed
Vegetables
potatoes.
and then mashed potatoes. Yeah, this is just
Oh,
meat with-
Scotch egg is what I'm thinking
Scotch
of.
egg,
Scotch
yeah.
egg. Yeah, Scotch egg is where they do that. And excuse me for a moment. Hey!
Bless you. It's all that pepper.
Yes.
Now, Hamburger Helper. It's a great struggle meal. It's $1.50, $2 a box. I don't remember. I haven't bought it in so long.
Probably more than that now.
Probably more than that now. I've come up with my own recipe to make it at home. And it tastes a whole lot better. I'll show you how, but it's going to be using this, the box stuff.
How many times do we wash our hands? That'd be a good
That's
trivia
good.
question.
Are you done with the breadcrumbs?
Yes, I believe
Is that
so.
something I can get off the counter?
Yeah, one thing.
I've been hanging around my mom too long.
I was going to say, well, what happened to you?
Well, because I noticed you don't have a lot of room.
I don't have a lot of room. What is this water for?
That's for my recipes. I'm getting my stuff.
Okay.
I'm getting my mise en place.
Move your mise en place.
Well, honey, most of this is your mise en place. But I'll take the blame for it.
No, it's going to be the stuff you're going to use too.
I know.
It's our mise en place. The funny thing is, we cut up and tease each other, but we've been together now, what?
Don't say that loud.
A couple of years.
Oh, I thought you were saying my age.
No. Yes, we've been together since
I was
you were
going to say,
born.
I was born, Mom.
You've been living with me. We've been living together here
2 years now.
for over 2 years,
A little over, yeah.
a little over. And a week ago, we had our first tiff where we were kind of like, and I realized I was the one that was being rude. So
It was my fault.
it was my fault.
It was my fault.
No, it was
I said it was my fault.
No, it was so. I thought that's pretty good. We do get along quite well. Oh goodness.
Brown, like Amber Elle says, brown food equals good.
You know, it's always dark brown. How's about dark brown food?
That works. As long as it's not black.
It's real close. It's a good thing I flipped it.
Yep.
So we just have to. Do they need to be here for this?
Well, we're about to do the tester patty.
Okay, well, yeah, it's gonna have to
So we're
cool
going to do
off.
spaghetti sauce too?
Or whatever we got. Oh, well, I don't know.
What we can do is we can freeze the meat if we decide to do spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
Because we're going to get good 2-3 meals just out of the 2 things we're cooking. 3 things. Goulash, meatloaf, and the
Yeah, we're gonna.
cheeseburger macaroni.
Yeah,
I'm not going to check that now.
I think it's done. You want to just turn it off? Yeah. It's done. Where are you going to put it?
Why dirty up another bowl?
Exactly. Just throw it over there. That's what I have paper plates for.
Why dirty up a paper plate?
True.
We're going to put meatloaf in here. Now, we still don't know what we're having for dinner tonight. We haven't decided.
Well, we'll see what smells the best when it's done.
Problem is, it's all going to smell good.
I know.
Ooh, look at the steam come off there.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to cut it in half because the first bite...
Salt.
Mm-hmm. Salt and Caesar salt.
Mm-hmm. That's
Good
why you
flavor,
do that. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's why you do that, though. 'Cause otherwise, you would have one that's just not quite salty enough. And I did forget the celery salt. That's probably why it wasn't salty enough. Now it'll be too salty.
Is that celery salt or celery seed?
Celery salt.
Oh.
Which
I didn't buy that.
I had it for quite a while. It's probably not even any good. Okay, so that's all done. We're going to just pour it in.
You sure you got enough salt?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. With the seasoned salt, the salt, and the celery salt, I'm sure it has plenty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm just going to form it into a loaf. I don't know why this,
Pyrex is warped.
yeah. Makes noise.
Now, this is going to be a long video. Sorry. You can fast
Fast
forward.
forward.
But it's a pain to stop, and I don't have the editing software to speed things up yet.
No, we get more subscribers, that would help.
Yeah. See, the more subscribers and the more you share our videos, and the more people that watch them, the more stuff we can buy to make better, like more lighting and a new gimbal.
Mm-hmm. I can't stand that noise.
What is it, Thomas?
She's smelling everything and wanting to know what's for dinner.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, I didn't think of that. You're so smart.
I was taught by the best.
Well, evidently.
Don't let your meat float.
Don't let your meat float.
So our ground beef is almost done.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to need that back.
What?
What I just threw in there.
Let's get you a clean one.
Yeah, I'm just going to spread some of this on the top.
Just help we preheated the oven.
I'm going to do the little ninja.
Oh, we can do the ninja.
Yeah. It heats up really quickly. And it cooks faster too. This is all almost done. So now what are we going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to portion some out for my hamburger macaroni.
Okay.
Cheeseburger macaroni. What is it, Thelma? Why are you shaking? She's just down here. Just,
I think she needs to go out.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
That's a good idea.
Okay, we are back. It was a false alarm for the dog. She did not need to be walked. So I've got the burner on here. I portioned out a pound of the ground beef. Why is it impossible to get in these boxes? Now I'm going to pour in the whole box of macaroni. This is the 7.25 ounce. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Do you want to do close-up?
Sure.
Or are you resting?
I'm good.
Because I can do the overhead.
I'm good. you doing?
Yes. Now I just mixed in the ground beef, the onions, and I'm going to add some water. I'm going to add some milk, actually.
I was going to say, probably wouldn't hurt.
Milk is good in this. It gives it more creaminess.
Mm-hmm. And then the cheese after that, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, normally what I do is I use sometimes this macaroni for other things because it's like 75 cents a box. And so I'll buy a couple boxes because, you know, pasta's gotten really expensive.
What hasn't?
Exactly. And then what I'll do is I'll just keep these extra packs. And I think I've only got the one pack.
Well, I like to use them when we make chili rice.
Yeah.
I take chili, make a layer of chili, onions, that packaged cheese. Well, no, first I do the rice, and then the packaged cheese and the onions, and then chili, and then make another layer, and then, yum, it's so good.
Now, normally I would do 2 of these packs, but I've only got 1. So I had in the fridge a pack of the Velveeta cheese sauce. So I'm using what I have instead of going out and buying more. I know. And my secret ingredient. Oh, I made a mess.
Yes, we did. Right there.
Tablespoon of butter. Okay, maybe tablespoon.
And a half. 2 tablespoons. Tablespoon and a half.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Now you're going to watch your water level, your water milk level, because this pasta is going to soak it up.
But you want it to do that because you want it to be creamy.
Exactly.
But you don't want it to be
You don't want it to
dry. Yeah.
So then all you do is you grab a lid from the dishwasher, because that's where I put them.
And they've been cleaned, so
Yes.
they're all done.
Because you did the dishes.
I did the dishes.
Oh.
What? Salt, pepper.
Le pepper.
Did you do salt already?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. And of course, the seasoned salt. Yep.
And mix it again.
And then just let it
Cook.
let it cook.
I'm going to turn it up a little to like medium high.
Okay. So it'll simmer.
Yes, ma'am. And put the lid on it, let it cook.
All right.
About 7 to 10 minutes.
Now the meatloaf's ready to go in.
We got a lot of potatoes to peel.
Oh, so we don't want the meatloaf done yet?
Yeah, we can go ahead and put the meatloaf in.
Well, it's going to get done before the potatoes.
Well, no, we're going to empty pot the potatoes.
Okay, so we're going to put that in the Ninja.
That was so hard.
And now I think I'm going to make some goulash.
Cool. Can you do it in that one?
Oh, yeah, plenty
Let
big.
me get this out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually need one that big. Depends on how much goulash you want.
So I'll let you have your favorite burger.
Oh, I appreciate that.
All right, so we'll be back. All right. So Mom's going to be working on the goulash. I'm going to peel some taters.
So we do have if you scroll back far enough, there's a whole tutorial on how to make goulash because my granddaughter Lauren asked for it. But in case you just don't want to scroll back, you can watch right here. It's just the hamburger meat with onions, salt and pepper, chili powder. I want some chili powder. Oh, lots of chili powder. And I want some crushed
Sorry for
red.
the noise.
Yeah, you want to hold it down. Crushed red pepper. Seasoned salt. You already did all that, right? Seasoned
Yes.
salt.
I put all the spices in there.
You already put chili powder?
No, not the chili powder.
Oh,
I put
okay.
all the regular spices. Garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder.
Gotcha. Well, I just added chili powder and some crushed red
It
pepper.
will be flavorful.
Yes, it will. So I'm going to turn the fire back on it. And since it's already cooked, I'm going to add the tomatoes. And this was stewed tomatoes that I pulverized in the processor.
Now think about this for a second.
What?
let's say you get home from work late.
You need this water.
No, go ahead.
Perfect.
And you've got some ground beef already cooked in the freezer. You stick it in the microwave for a minute and a half.
Yep.
Put it in the pan, add your stuff, you're ready to go. You don't spend that whole time cooking up all the meat.
Yeah. So, like, you wanted to make some spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
You just take the meat out and add the seasonings to the... Well, it's already got all the seasonings in it, right? Well, you could have...
I just did basic
Okay.
seasoning.
So you could add oregano and garlic and all that stuff.
Correct.
Garlic. I need garlic.
There's some garlic in there.
Yeah, gotta have a little garlic. Not a lot. I just do a little splash.
So this way you come home, you've made a huge dent in what you're going to be cooking.
Right.
And that's one of the things I love about meal prepping.
It's really easy. And then
We don't do it a lot because there's only 2 of us here, but you had the great idea to do it with this meat.
you didn't get enough salt in it.
Oh, sure, blame the fat guy.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me for my backside, I'm peeling potatoes.
Oh, I've had my backside to the camera several times today. A worse side. So anyway, that's all there is to the goulash, and you just let it cook. Yeah.
But how long did that take you to assemble with the meat?
Well, since the meat was already done, it took me like 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Because I didn't have to stand here and wait for the meat to get done.
So you meal prep that meat, and you could do the same thing with chicken. But hell, it's almost cheaper to buy rotisserie chicken at Costco than buy regular chicken and cook it. So that means $4.99 for that 2 to 3 pound bird.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I have some in the refrigerator that I need to cook. So I think I'm going to make that with the Cajun spices and put it in one of those Knorr pasta dishes.
Okay.
So I need to cook that too tonight. So we'll have all week with our meals already done. All we have to do is take them out and heat them up.
You made them.
What started this was a couple of weeks ago. We were trying to figure out what we wanted for dinner and couldn't think of anything. And Jeff said, I have some lasagna in the freezer. Well, he took them out and they were frozen packs of squares of lasagna that we had used our food saver and vacuum sealed them, put them in the freezer. So all we had to do was put them in boiling water till they were done. And
12 minutes.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my gosh.
It was like fresh lasagna.
We did make some extra sauce because they weren't that saucy. But in the time it took those to do, we just made some tomato sauce and stuff, and it was delicious.
So we could have made up the sauce and froze that as well. Actually, we did, but we used that sauce.
Yeah, we'd already used it.
But that had been in the freezer for a good 4 months.
Yeah.
And
it tasted like you just made it. Okay, we need to turn this down. This is getting done. Oh, yum. Let me go get the camera and show you what it looks like.
fly got in.
A fly got in, oh no. Oh, I hate flies. We'll just make sure everything's covered up so the flies can't land on anything.
I hate peeling small potatoes.
I know. I'm going to get this right here so you can see.
Well, one of the things the grocery stores are doing now, they're taking out the big potatoes
And putting the little ones in.
and they're putting those in like special packets.
Yeah, so you can buy the baking potatoes.
The baking potatoes.
Okay, look at this. Look at that.
Oh, and it's not done yet.
No, but it's real close.
Needs a little bit more milk.
Okay. Just a splash or two.
What made me make this, I was like 14 or 15, and I wanted hamburger helper. We didn't have it. And Mom and Dad were at work. So, I improvised. And it took me a couple tries to get it right.
There's the goulash.
Yay, goulash!
And we add noodles to that, or pasta, with some elbow macaroni. That's yummy looking. And potatoes are getting peeled over here, and we have the meatloaf in the oven. So we'll be back in just a little bit.
So that took a little over 7 minutes. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more milk to this before I add the rest of my stuff. Just a little. May need more. Now these are the Velveeta cheese pouches you can buy. They're like 3 pouches for like $2.
So that's like when you have the shells and cheese, right?
Yeah, until you get it all over your fingers.
There's no other way to do it.
Well, there is if you're not a dumbass like me. Pardon my language.
PG rated.
Hey.
What?
According to PG movies, you can say one F word and still get a PG rating.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's wrong. Oh, here you go.
No, you're fine.
No,
We're a team.
I just took over.
That's fine.
You need more milk?
I might.
Okay. Because you know me, I was about to put it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think you need much more.
Now I'm going to add in some shredded. And this is stuff I shredded. We shredded. This is cheddar and some pepper jack.
Ooh. Yeah, this is not your normal
This ain't your
hamburger
Yeah,
helper.
exactly. This ain't your mama's hamburger helper. This ain't your mama's kitchen's hamburger helper.
Yeah.
You can smell that Monterey Jack and the pepper jack.
Yeah, you can. Wish we had smell-o-vision.
I know, right? Get that cheese in there melting.
Oh, you don't need more milk.
I might. It's going to get thick. Yeah, put it a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
A little bit more. Because that cheese will suck up moisture too. A lot of people don't realize that when you put cheese in a dish and there's moisture in there,
it's going to get it.
It sucks up moisture.
Yeah, it does.
Like, especially Italian dishes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they oversauce them.
Right. Look at that. That looks good. That's one back in the fridge.
And this is going in my stomach. Taste test.
And there's my fork that I got out so I can test. What do you think?
It's good. It's a little bit too Velveeta-y flavory from what I'm used to, from what I usually make. But I make it from what I have, and it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
It's still really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's done.
That's done.
Does it need any salt or pepper or anything?
No. Well, I always use pepper, but that's just me, you know. Because I pepper everything after it's done anyway. So.
We've got the meatloaf in the oven. We're about to do the potatoes.
Yep. And we'll get the broccoli going. Mm.
Do we have broccoli?
I don't know.
I might need to come live with someone. Because I might have got to buy broccoli.
I thought we had a half of...
We'll be back. Alright, so the broccoli is done. Mom is seasoning that up. The meatloaf is almost done. This is the hamburger or cheeseburger macaroni is done. So we're going to put all this up. Now when you reheat this, you can reheat it in the microwave, you can reheat it on the stove. You're going to want to add more water or milk.
Yes, you are. A little bit more water.
I'm getting all the juicy goodness out of it. Why?
Because you paid for it, you want it all.
Exactly. And as much as stuff is costing
Yeah, especially
these days.
nowadays. Okay, making enough noise, are we?
So all you have to do is just cook up some vegetables to go with this. You're done. Now,
Got the potatoes ready?
potatoes are ready.
Oh, forgot to mute the TV. Sorry.
How dare you?
Well,
How dare you make a mistake?
I know, right? I had to kill that fly.
So I'm going to drain the water off these potatoes. These took 10 minutes in the Instant Pot.
Oh, okay.
What?
I had just drained the.
I rinsed it.
Okay, good. I was like, I just drained the broccoli.
Well, it's all going in the same place anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want broccoli potatoes. Oh, man. So we got the goulash already. I would just put it in something.
There you go.
And probably what we will do is we'll have a beef dish tonight, and we'll have chicken tomorrow, and then beef will alternate, so it's not too much beef all at one time.
Good thing we're not cattle ranchers.
Well, I don't think they eat beef every night. And we had barbecue last night, so now you make me want a steak.
Hey, you had your choice last night.
Well, I know, but you said cattleman and made me think of steak.
I offered to take you for a steak last night.
I know you did. I know you did. I didn't really want one, though. Now I do.
Them's the breaks, kiddo.
That's all right.
Well, if you're good.
I'll be good, I promise.
We'll go buy one and make it ourselves.
Yeah. I like doing that, too. Okay, so we have goulash.
Let me see that.
Mm-hmm.
And we still got all this meat to package up.
Yes, we're going to have to do that a little bit after dinner.
Let's do the...
You need just some plain old milk?
Just plain old milk. I'm not doing cream this time.
Okay. Shall I get the camera so they can watch?
Sure if you want. I mean, they've seen me do it before, but...
Well, they've seen all of this before, probably. It just amazes me, though, that you can cook in this Instant Pot and then just do that to it. A little bit of milk.
Now, normally you would want to heat your milk.
Yeah, you would. Fluffy.
Floofy. Now we're going to salt more than you think. Because
Yes.
potatoes suck up salt.
I know, it's the strangest thing. And pepper.
Pepper dust.
Mm-hmm.
And you season it to your tastes.
Right.
So I'm not telling you how much we're putting in.
This handy dandy little KitchenAid mixer is just great.
Aren't you glad that I like kitchen gadgets?
Yes. I had one of those too, though, already.
Yeah.
I think it was like, the one I got was like $20 or something. What?
You're beefing.
Well, maybe I'm holding it wrong or something and it's beeping at me. Okay, instead of the taters. Mm-hmm. More butter.
Everything's better with no butter on it.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Mine's making a mess.
Oh man, you got it all over. There. That's okay. You usually wind up being the one cleaning it up anyway, so.
Needed more salt.
Of course they do. You don't want to overmix them because then they get
Gummy.
gummy. You want to stop before they do that. Awesome. So I assume that
Let's
we.
go over what we've done.
Okay.
We cooked up 6 1/4 pounds of ground beef.
Yes.
We've
We
got
have
a
this-
pound here, a pound here, and 4 1/4 pounds there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we've got a pound there, so we've
Right.
got 3 1/4 pounds there.
Okay.
We'll vacuum seal that up. We've got mashed potatoes, we got fly, we got broccoli.
We got broccoli.
We're gonna eat dinner.
There's the broccoli. Yum, butter broccoli.
I gotta teach you how to find the right lids.
Well, I didn't want to take time to. I know where it is. It's in the
I'm
dishwasher.
messing with you.
It's in the dishwasher.
Alright, so we're gonna go eat. Y'all please like, subscribe, share with your friends, family, enemies. Who cares? Just love it, share it. Y'all have a great day and do your meal planning. And we'll show you, I'll do some video showing you what the meat looks like packaged up.
Okay.
And I'll add that on at the end of this. So,
Bye. Bye.
and here's the meatloaf out of the oven, ready to eat. We gotta let it sit and cool for about 5 minutes. So, but I'll show you the meat packing and just vacuum sealing. Okay, we're vacuum sealing the meat. A little bit over a pound in each one. This one did not. I
Didn't seal.
I'm gonna fully redo that one.
Okay.
It didn't fully seal.
Ah, this food saver thing is so well worth the money.
And sometimes they don't seal.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make
If
sure
you get
that
moisture,
yeah,
like there's moisture up in here.
you gotta dry it off and then it'll seal. That one's ready, I think. Sucks all the moisture out of it, or all the air out of the. Yeah.
So we've got everything else all packed up except for the leftover meatloaf. We've got the goulash, that's cooled now, that can go in. The cheeseburger macaroni can go in.
Yep. Now we gotta do is clean up the dishes.
What time is the bag getting here?
Right.
So I've got 3 1-pound bags of ground beef ready to go whenever we need them.
And we can make it into whatever we want.
So y'all have a great night. Bye.
Bye.